How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another Tailgate Tuesday here at Dirt Rooster Bicycles. My name is Andrew.
And I'm Dave.
Today we're going to be talking to you about
CushCore tire inserts. So CushCore comes in at $149 for the set. That includes a front, a rear, and 2 valves for you.
They come in a bunch of different sizes, 29, 27.5, plus versions of both of those. Cross-country version, which is a little bit smaller overall, a little bit lighter. They also do a gravel version of CushCore as well. I myself, I run CushCore front and rear, and I run the exact same pressure as I did before.
Yep.
You know, I have felt the tire push all the way to the rim and felt that rim contact a rock or a root or something like that. So
it's not fun.
The foam insert of CushCore is really, to me, strictly a rim protection system.
One of the things I really like about CushCore too, with the points that Andrew made, is that it's a good bead locker. I really like to turn, and I like to turn hard. And when you turn really hard, you might get that like sound. And oftentimes, that's indication of your tire pressure not being where it should properly be. Or you might need a tire insert to keep the actual tire on the rim. So for me, the actual bead locker portion of CushCore is pretty pivotal for me.
I've seen this guy turn. He likes to push.
Yeah.
It helps that tire stay on the rim and not throw any seal in or lose any pressure.
I really don't know what I did before CushCore, because I was probably just killing tires left and right.
They are also sold in singles, single for front or rear, and those do come with valves as well.
I'm really a proponent of the set. It's very similar to how you pick your tire setup. Front tire to be very grippy, and your rear tire to be faster rolling. Your front tire can get to things, your rear wheel can just track it. So what happens if you only run it in the rear, you won't realize the things that you can get up on, because CushCore actually is a good tire suspension system. What happens is that you actually won't get the benefits of having it in the front wheel if you only run it in the rear. But if you run it front and rear both, you can track better lines, you won't bounce off roots as much, and you won't bounce off rocks, and it's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, there's definitely been times where I've run it only in the rear, and I've been blasting through a section, and I felt that front tire compress all the way to the rim, and it's not a confidence-inspiring feeling. So yeah, running it in front and rear definitely gives you the confidence and protection to really blast through some technical sections.
You want your front tire to cash the checks that your rear tire can't. You don't want it the other way around. It's really not a good time.
Right.
So something that I noticed when I went to CushCore is I was able to run less burly tire compounds. So instead of running downhill or double down casings, I went back to EXO or EXO Plus. So I was actually saving weight on my tires, because I know CushCore, it is a significant amount of weight on your wheels. But when you think about it in terms of, I don't have to run a downhill casing on my tire to save it, it actually works really well. Also, the last time I got flat on a CushCore, almost killed myself. So it really does do its job. So you can run some pretty light casing tires with the CushCore and be pretty confident in the abilities that it gives you.
Yeah, I'd agree with that as well. I've gotten a couple flats with CushCore at this point, and I've attacked it, in a couple different ways. One of the situations, just slamming a plug in it, a CO2, and back running fine. I've also broken rim tape from a spoke pop, and I've just removed the entire CushCore from my wheel mid-trail.
Did you bandolier it around you? How'd you get out of there?
I'm very familiar with the local trail systems, and there I happened to stash the foam insert in one of our trail kiosks.
Oh man!
And finished the ride, and then later that night I just drove by and picked it up real quick.
Wow!
Yeah, but was able to slap a tube in it and get home. You can run it with a flat tire on the foam insert.
I've done that a couple times, and
if totally necessary.
Yeah, it does work. Don't really push it, but you can definitely get home. So
the installation of CushCore can sometimes be a bit intimidating in that you're putting a piece of foam inside of the tire and getting that seated. Sometimes mountain bike tires in general aren't the easiest to get on and off the rim.
Especially with tubeless setup.
Exactly. So it's something that we are very confident and capable of doing.
Bring it into us. We'll be able to do it for you. Get you back on the trail as quick as we can. Read those forums. It was nightmares, dude.
How many tire levers have you snapped?
Yeah, I snapped 6 today trying to put one CushCore on. Just bring it in. We'll help you out.
Again, this is the CushCore tire insert pair that comes in at $149. This includes 2 foam inserts, valves for front and rear, available here at Dirt Rooster Bicycles in Catonsville, Maryland. Now get out there and smash some rocks.
Yeah, baby. Is always